So, whenever a message comes through like this, I know it's because we are being energetically prepared in some way, and not that there is ever anything to be scared or worried about, but rather a priming of our bodies physically, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, is really what I find these channeled messages to be. A way of, again, not instilling fear, but just like you are prepared and very powerful. You are prepared and powerful. And this is a really powerful message about reminding us of our power in the face of perceived false power. That is what it is, and what we see so often in our crumbling of power structures is a perceived false power. So that is what today's message is really illuminating. Yes, so with that, let us dive in. Take steadfast to the approach that you are moving forth with. Claim your power, claim your presence, and rest in knowing that all you need is within you. The message we wish to bring forth today is of the subtle energy power shift when you claim your truth, wisdom, knowledge, and power. Looking out into the world, many are outwardly asserting and claiming their power. And while from the outside it can appear to be power, within it is a hollow void of true inner power. For power is not an outwardly exerted force, but rather an internal compilation and culmination of one's own wisdom, truth, trust, and knowing of who and what they are, of who they are, who they came to be, and the presence that they emit with living with this knowing. For to move about your life in your power requires no grandiose acts, gestures, or seeking of any external status. Outward desire and need for power is often a cry for internal suffering and hurt that is occurring. And so when we witness this, and so when witnessing this in your collective of power over and imbalanced structures, the invitation is simply to witness what arises within you. What does this trigger within you? And how can you be an act of love? For to be a force of love in the world is the antidote to an imbalanced power structures. Fighting, malice, anger, war, and acts of the like do not serve, heal, or align. They often only create more chaos and more layers of energetic karma. But to be an emanation of love, truth, of God, source divine, is indeed the most powerful counterpart, an act of rebellion towards these imbalanced power structures. This does not mean that you have to be fully healed, perfect, or have released all your karma, for this is not the point. Rather, channeling your inner knowing, your deepest truth, and your innermost essence of love, even in the midst of chaos and confusion, is one of the most powerful acts one can perform. We share this message today for the importance of this stance in your upcoming year and years. For as power structures rearrange, the invitation is to love deeper. Be in your truth deeper and emanate from your heart deeper. To see this world and all those in it through the lens of a loving Father, a loving mother, witnessing and desiring and trusting that love is the end destination. And while turbulence will arise along the way, you receiving this message here and now, know that you are a force of divine love placed upon the planet here and now at this time to emanate and radiate your heart, your love, and your truth within. You need not sacrifice or lessen your intuitive impulses in any way, but the invitation is to rest in and remain in the heart and truth frequency. And when in this frequency, you still may do courageous acts, speak authentic words, and express and act in a way that feels authentic and aligned with your truth, wisdom, and the acts of justice and love. But simply allowing these to be birthed and fueled by the heart. And when this takes place, you are infinitely supported. And not only infinitely supported, but when others who do have the experience over imbalance and have these imbalances are met and experience the frequency of love, you are shifting and supporting them on a deep and unseen level. Them, the collective, and yourself. To live from the heart is not hard, but it can take an acclimation period. For so long, you've been taught that the mind has all the answers. But where you are moving and going and evolving into requires a deeper trust, expansion, and expressing from the heart. Breathe into the center now. Feel this eternal beating. And trust this life force flowing through you. And allow yourself to move, breathe, and respond from this empowered and powerful place. And let this be what you share with the world. And so it shall be. And so it is. I'm sending you all so much love.